Welcome, Team Bold. There is something that I've been quietly following because I was not buying the script. The Damascus moment William Ruto is projecting to Kenyans by publicly denouncing the shareholding statement that Rigathi ranted about a year ago is very suspicious, is proxy, and just a political gimmick. Rigathi mentioned the issue of shareholding a year ago. And since then, if William Samoei Ruto and all these UDA machineries believed that Rigathi was on the wrong, why did it take them 1 year? Why has it taken them 1 year for them to start denouncing Rigathi? But as if that is not even the problem. Is it about denouncing or acting? What is the difference between saying kila mtu na denouncing the shareholding while government appointments are still skewed to what Rigathi was saying? Ladies and gentlemen, and in this podcast, I want to give you the answer to what is happening. But this is the public outburst between Ruto and his deputy.
Na watu wa Nyanza, mimi nataka niwaeleze, mtu asiwaambie ya kwamba muko nje ya serikali. Hii serikali ni serikali ya Kenya. Nyinyi munalipa ushuru na nyinyi ni wa Kenya. Hii serikali ni serikali yenu. Nyinyi mnanielewa? Na tutahakikisha ya kwamba hakuna sehemu ya Kenya itabaguliwa kwa mambo ya maendeleo kwa misingi ya siasa. Tunataka kuhakikisha ya kwamba Kenya ni moja na tutaungana sisi wote kama viongozi ndio Kenya iweze kusonga mbele. It is primitive and backwards for anybody to imagine that any region of Kenya cannot get development on account of how they voted. That is not right. That is not correct. And I want to assure the people of Kenya that we are going to move together as one nation.
And to make sure that we...
Now, I want to tell you for sure, I am not seeing something that, I am not seeing honesty in William Ruto denouncing Rigathi Gachagua. And the truth is that the shareholding narrative that Rigathi spoke about is just a political weapon that has been sharpened against him, while the truth is that William Ruto has a problem with his deputy. And the problem is not that shareholding. The truthful man has made many mistakes speaking in public. He even once said he's been man-marking the president at State House to make sure that trailer doesn't go there. He's been complaining about some areas were developed while Mount Kenya were left. Rigathi has been saying so many selfish statements, and shareholding is just one of them. He was at one point in Baringo telling the residents that when they want development, they should vote for government because government always deploy them in the military. You know, there have been all manner of statements from Rigathi Gachagua. And one thing I even wondered is, why would the president use those strong words like backward and primitive? It looks a bit personal, and that's why I hold my position that there is a problem. But until yesterday, I listened to one man, Kimani Ngunjiri, the former Bahati member of parliament, even dragging Rigathi Gachagua's wife. And if you listen to this soundbite by Kimani Ngunjiri, this is the reason why Ruto is fighting with Rigathi, but not the shareholding. Listen to this video keenly.
Naona kuna mambo yanaanza kutokea maangazio na ningeomba likijika Rigathi Gachagua, you are the deputy. You know the truth is, hakuna mtu alichukua Kikuyu ya Central akawapeleka kwa deputy president ndio akuwe president. It was engaged. Engagement ile ilikuweko ni ya President Ruto. He engaged himself so much with the Kikuyus kwa milima, wakaelewana, wakatongozana na wakasikizana. Naye yule alikuwako Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta akawa walikuwa na difference na yeye. That's how the politics was. So they supported Ruto kwa kubadilisha siasa ambazo zilikuweko, waone siasa ya wakati huu wako kama kutakuwa na mwelekeo wa njia mzuri. Na pia wakaangazia, wakasikia kuna matarajio makubwa ya amani na ya kubadilisha siasa yetu ya Kenya. And that's how watu ya milima walienda na wakaanza kupigia Ruto kura. Kwa hivyo ukweli usemwe, hatuwezi kusema kuna mtu alibeba watu wa Mount Kenya akawapeleka kwa Ruto. No. Mjue hii siasa mpaka dakika ya mwisho the president himself appointed Rigathi Gachagua. Na mimi nilikuwa frontline Karen ya hiyo vita. Na nasema hivi, rais mwenyewe akijua ukweli na angetaka asikie hii, na Rigathi alikuweko. Ilikuwa ni mimi na Ndende Nyoro, bibi ya Gachagua na Gachagua na president current now. Tulifanya kesi. Mimi nilikuwa mzee, nilikuwa mtu mzima, mpaka nikalia machozi nikitetea Rigathi na Ndende Nyoro. We cried. Bibi ya Gachagua alilia mpaka deputy mwenyewe macho yake iliangazia machozi, kwa sababu tulikuwa na mvutano kubwa sana, tutafanya nini. Hatukuchukia Kidiki, lakini tuliona kwa mwelekeo wakati huo ndio tuweza kupata kura zote za milima na tuweze kufunga siasa ambayo ya serikali hiyo ilikuweko kuingia Mount Kenya, tumeiblock. Na tukafanya namna hiyo na tukamaliza. Na Rigathi anajua hiyo. Mimi ningeomba kuwe na heshima. Na ningeomba deputy president, najua unaheshimu president wako ambaye mnafanya kazi nayo kwa deputy yake. Mimi ningeomba tusikuwe na maneno ya kurudishania. Itajengwa kwa uzito sana na watu wa magazeti na social media.
That's it. And he's saying Ruto went and spoke to the mountain. He did not go through Rigathi Gachagua, and that is the truth. So the current rift between Ruto and Rigathi has nothing to do with shareholding, but just Rigathi Gachagua's quest to be the gateway to the president. That is the problem. William Ruto do not want Rigathi Gachagua to be the gateway to the president. And any unity attempt is emerging as a big problem. Remember, within 1 week, there was a meeting at Thika last Friday. The two factions, Thika, we've then confirmed that both had the blessings of Rigathi Gachagua. And then the following week, there was a cabinet reshuffle. And so, the same week, Rigathi is asking to meet Uhuru Kenyatta. 2 days after Rigathi asking to meet Uhuru Kenyatta, William Ruto is praising Uhuru Kenyatta for the first time since he got to presidency. And this is what is happening. Kimani Gujiri is saying the way there's some betrayal that himself, Ndindi Nyoro, and Rigathi's wife begged William Ruto to pick Rigathi as his deputy. But now, Rigathi seems to have forgotten that even before he was picked as a deputy president, before even he was picked, William Ruto had already had a relationship with the Ndindi Nyoros. And that is the problem. And I can also say, the coincidence that that narrative, or rather denouncing, just came up the time William Ruto was in Nyanza. It's very true, he wanted to excite the crowd. Yeah. Because they know that the crowd do not really like Rigathi Gachagua. But the choice of words Ruto used to describe Rigathi were very strong, and it points out to a personal difference. The problem between Ruto and Rigathi is that Rigathi wants to be Mount Kenya kingpin, and wants the people to unite around him. And he's forgetting that William Ruto's politics was that he was to be the Mount Kenya kingpin. That's why when Rigathi was shouting, "You are kingpin," he was very happy. So I want to explain that in details. But before that, I want to remind you of something, by the way. If you are a supporter of the Bold, you're full of the Bold, we are open to advertising. We have amazing traffic, attracting close to around 100,000 views in a day. So within 2 days, we have like almost 200,000. So that is a traffic that cannot just go that way. So you can advertise with us. Contact me there, the number that I've read there, and we shall discuss a very affordable rate so that as this brand grows, even your brand, we use this podcast to give you a brand visibility. Whether you're selling something, it is just reaching out, and we shall organize on how we can work together. I've just realized we need to, because I've also known that it's also one ways of supporting our podcasts. Now, Ruto will not allow Mount Kenya Unity Project to thrive, even if it will take Ruto to go to Rigathi, Uhuru to go to Rigathi. I'm telling you, before Rigathi meets Uhuru, who has declined, Ruto will go and look for Uhuru Kenyatta. And I just want to pick very good example from Western. Listen to what Cleophas Malala was telling the Western Caucus on unity. I wanted to get that his soundbite. He's explaining something that applies to Mount Kenya.
Vile vile pia ni kuendelea kushukuru Rais kwa kutimiza ahadi yake kwa kupatiana kiti ya spika kwa Papa wa Roma. Hao ni watoto wetu, tupende, tusipende, na ni lazima tufurahie wakipata. So sisi kama watu wa mkoa wa Magharibi tunaunga mkono Rais kuendelea kuteua watu wetu. Ameteua hapa Nancy Kibaba kama CAS wetu, na mwezi ujao Nancy atakuwa anaanza kazi kama CAS. Na Rais ametusaidia sana, ametupatia viti ya babu na mwamba, tunasema asante sana. So ile kitu ningependa kuomba viongozi wa Luhya, tuache sasa kukuja kila weekend nyumbani na kuambia watu, oh, tunataka Luhya unity. We are already united, that is why we are in government. Ile kitu tunataka mkikuja nyumbani, mseme mmeandika watu wangapi kazi hapa. Mnaleta pesa ngapi nyumbani? Barabara gani mnaunda hapa? Mambo ya Luhya unity sasa tuache. Sababu tushaungana na tumeshukuru Rais. Sasa Waluhya wako pamoja. So the narrative of Luhya unity should be buried. Kabisa, we are united. Tuko united kabisa. Papa wa Roma hako hapo, Musalia hako hapo, Khalwale, Malala, kila mtu, Wangamati, we are united. We want to be accountable kwa watu wetu. Sasa tuko kwa serikali. Tunataka tujue hii uspika imesaidia nini mwananchi wa chini.
Get it? That is the thing. That because Mudavadi has been given a position, Nani has been given a position, and Mulembe Nation has been put in government, they're already united. Now, that is the same school of thought that William Ruto is having. Because you're already a deputy, Ndindi Nyoro is already in charge of budget, Kimani Chungwa is already the majority leader, and Moses Kuria is already a CS, you're already united in government. The only unity that William Ruto wants is the unity that makes him being the kingpin in Mount Kenya. And it's very clear. That is what Malala is saying. And that is exactly what is happening there. Now, there are three reasons. Remember, Ruto even banned tribal caucusing at one point, if you remember last year. There are only these three reasons why Ruto is ensuring that Mount Kenya do not unite around anyone apart from himself. He's not going to allow Mount Kenya to unite around Rigathi Gachagua. He's neither going to allow them to unite around Uhuru Kenyatta at all costs. Because there is no problem if Rigathi is his deputy and Rigathi wants to unite around him. Why would he have a problem if Rigathi is still going to support him in 2027? There is something. And it's because of these three. A united Mount Kenya is one of the biggest threats to Ruto's re-election. Because revolution is simmering. When they unite, there are a lot of sounds and signs of betrayal that are being played. And Rigathi has already started playing the victim card on William Ruto. If you listen to what I'm going to tell you about it, the victim card is being played. And so he's not going to allow, because when these people unite, they will start asking more tough questions. And one of the demands, I may tell you, is kumi yangu kumi yako. Yes. They're supporting for if supporting for second term will bring a narrative that whom are you supporting next? So that they find a way to craft succession. Number two, William Ruto knows very well that Uhuru Kenyatta is a political powerhouse. And if that powerhouse is activated by some elusive Mount Kenya UDT, then Uhuru is going to smash him. Yes. And that's also one of the reasons why I said. And lastly, Ruto wants to be Mount Kenya's kingpin. I don't know why Rigathi can't see that. I just don't know. He wants to be the kingpin. And that's the problem. So that he can manage his succession. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. That's my take. Let's meet in the next. If you have a product, I want to ask you to advertise with us. Contact me there through WhatsApp or email, and we shall have a discussion and get some very accommodative rate for both me and you. Thank you.